In this session, we're going to model some extra reference curves, so we can later on model the facade more efficient, fast and accurate. Let's first switch on our 8th floor plan and also our section AA. Now first, let's copy over our section curve from the AA section. And let's copy it to the reference curves, as this will be our curve we're going to adjust. Now also let's lock our section curve layer so we don't accidentally move them. Now we're going to start at the right side of the building and work our way to the left. Now let's move to the top view and move our just copied reference curve to the right spot. Now the idea is we're going to copy over some reference curves and we're going to adjust them to the shape of the facade. The trick is, as you might have noticed, that the facade has some certain cuts, and those are going to be the spots we're going to position our reference curves. Let's first adjust this one we just copied over, and let's switch to the left view so we can adjust it a little bit better. Let's also switch off our section curves, because we won't be needing them right now. In this case, our reference curve is not visible, because it's behind our section. No problem though, let's just select it and type in the command bring to front. This will bring the curve to the front of the draw order. Now let's adjust its control points so it matches the outline of the facade. Now if you're satisfied with the result, let's adjust them also in the top view. Let's copy this reference curve over to the left and let's position it where the facade cuts open. Simply hold Alt and click on the right handle and specify more or less 5 meters. Now let's move this curve a little bit more or less where the facade cuts open. Now let's first adjust this curve in the top view, and later on let's adjust it on top of the section AA. Press F10 to turn off the control points. And let's move the control points so they match up with the first split of the facade. This time, let's switch on our section GG and let's adjust it in the front view. As you can see, we need to adjust it a little bit so it matches up with the height. Let's continue with the next reference curve, and for this one we can simply copy the one we just made over to the left side. Again, if you want to copy an object, simply hold Alt and press the control handle and specify an amount. For instance, let's use -10. And you see the line got nicely copied over. Now let's position it again where the facade splits open. And let's adjust it first in the top view, and then later on we can switch over to a section to adjust it further. Okay, let's move again to our front view to adjust the height. Now let's check back at the left view to see how the result looks. Let's use this curve again and copy it over to the left for the next split. So let's turn on its control points again and let's adjust the shape. Don't worry about the zigzag here. We'll adjust the curve a little bit more in detail later on. Alright, great guys. 2 section curves missing. Now let's make sure all these control points are at the same plane. We can use the set point command again and align them according to the ZY plane. So let's only switch on the set X option. Simply snap more or less here. So it's basically just moving around control points to get the shape right, using the gumball. Nice. Just one more section curve remaining. Let's copy this one more time over. So let's also adjust this reference curve at the wavy part where the facade splits open. Sometimes it's a little bit guessing which control point, and if you want to, you can also switch to another view, for instance to the left view, to get a better view. The only thing missing is adjusting these control curves to the right height, using the section GG. We can use the set point command here to set the points in the Z direction, to lie all in the same plane. We'll switch back again to the left view to see how that worked out. So only one control curve remaining. As you can see, it's a little hard to get the curve right because we need to adjust it in 3D using 2D sections. Let's switch to 3D because I think it's a little bit more easy. And remember, they don't have to exactly match the facade, just like more or less, because they're just going to be guiding us when we're going to model the course mesh. I've already modeled the reference curves for the left side of the building, as it basically involved the same methods and techniques we just used. You can find them in the model included in the assets folder. Next session we're going to start modeling the course mesh for the facade.